Want to go on to some of the riskiest roads in the world? So we have listed the top 10 dangerous roads in the world. These roads are exceedingly complex and have a high fatality rate. Consider yourself fortunate because the area residents rely on these roads for everyday transit. Some roads demand a high level of competence to navigate them safely. Then let's start the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe first. Guoliang Tunnel Road, China. Adventuresome tourists who want to explore one of the most isolated settlements in the world must pass via the perilous Guoliang Tunnel. The 1.2 kilometer tunnel in Henan, China is carved into a steep mountain face and connects to the remote but stunning Guoliang village. In actuality, this community was essentially inaccessible before the tunnel's construction. In the 1970s, 13 villages carved this route in the Taihang Mountains after the Chinese government declined to construct a road. The road is only 3.5 meters long and 5.4 meters high, hardly wide enough for 2 cars to pass. Although no one is aware of the road's structural soundness, rendering it so deadly, trenches and rockfalls are frequent occurrences. Additionally, it is particularly hazardous due to the absence of headlights and the handrails, as well as to, the existence of cliff drops. When the weather gets bad, the road is considered dangerous because of mudslides, slippery conditions, and dense fog that reduces vision. Even though it is difficult, a lot of tourists visit this location anyway. Locals now refer to it as the road that just doesn't accept mistakes. The Stelvio Pass, Italy. Italy's Stelvio Pass, at 9,045 feet, is the second highest and paved hillside in the mountains and the highest in the Eastern Alps, only behind Col de Islerans, 9,088 feet. Some routes appear to be far riskier than they are. The Stelvio Pass seems to have been drawn over the hills by a child since it has more hairpin turns than Helena Bonham Carter. It's essential to avoid looking down as the road climbs for about 2 kilometers because there's only a thin concrete wall separating you from the cliff-like mountain plunge. A little bit of speed may be disastrous on one of the road's 60 to 180 degree turns. Skipper's Canyon Road, New Zealand. Being a relatively tight cut in a vertical cliff wall, New Zealand's Skipper's Canyon Road is incredibly terrifying. A special authorization is needed to drive on this twisty road. However, if you successfully obtain permission, be prepared for a difficult challenge, and I wish you luck if you meet someone going the other way. Over 140 years ago, miners created this gravel road. Driving on it will void your rental car insurance because it is unsafe. The Zoji Pass, India. Between Srinagar and Leh, on India's National Highway 1D lies a steep mountain pass known as Zojila. The pass acts as a crucial conduit between Kashmir and Ladakh. It is the second highest route after Fotula and runs at a height of roughly 3,528 meters. In the winters, it is frequently closed, but it serves as a vital link that connects the inhabitants of Ladakh to the outside world. It consists only of a collapsing single-lane dirt trail. Atlantic Road, Norway. The stunning Atlantic Road in Norway, one of the world's most incredible highways, is unquestionably stunningly magnificent. Unfortunately, even the most courageous drivers will have their hearts in their mouths while driving down a particular stretch of the road. The 8 kilometers of road connecting Uthime on Avery and the continent is made entirely of skyscraper-like bridges. The road's ascent of about 300 meters at a sharp angle as it reaches Hasda Divika, nevertheless, is the part that makes it the most threatening to drive. It's dangerous during the winters since it gets hit by storms, and there's a potential that you could fly off and crash into the water. Bayburt of Road D915, Turkey. Avoid D915 in Turkey if you suffer from vertigo or a phobia of landslides. This problematic route is the northeast of the nation near the Black Sea region, and it is extreme partly because there are no lane dividers to keep you from a cliff descent. Only experienced drivers should likely attempt this. Turbas Turns, also known as Bayburt of Road, is its most recognizable section. In under 3 miles with a high grade of up to 10%, it features 13 hairpin turns that will have you thinking, wow, I should be hiking from 5,116 feet to 6,766 feet above sea level. Siberian Road to Yakutsk, Russia. Through Siberia, this muddy Russian highway passes. Temperatures drop so low during the winter that it becomes impossible to wear glasses because the steel will stick to your face. Highlands, forests, deserts, and more traverse the route. Road conditions worsen over the summer when the frozen road changes to mud. The road is covered in mud in July and August, engulfing automobiles. Drivers have no choice because it is the only highway that leads to Yakutsk. Since the road is remote, emergency supplies are essential in case you become stranded. Fairy Meadows Road, Pakistan. Next on the list, we have Fairy Meadows Road. Don't be confused with the name. The name is undoubtedly said to be a fairy meadow, but it is too dangerous. This breathtaking and risky mountain track is 16.2 kilometers long and is situated in Pakistan's Gilgit-Baltistan. Along with shaky gravel driveways, perilous high altitude, and tight twist, driving through Fairy Meadow will undoubtedly be entertaining. Although it is a beautiful location, there are so many issues like, no guardrails or barricades, so the car could tumble off the cliff any moment. Yeah, be very careful. Croatia's Coast Road. Going down Croatia's Adriatic coast road takes a lot of courage. From Rijeka in the north, a route leads to Dubrovnik at the opposite end of the nation. The two-lane highway's tiny curving sections might excite experienced drivers, but numerous steep curves and blind corners cling to the cliffside, and no safety barriers or shoulders. Most of the road is situated directly against the cliff edges, especially the section between Crikvenica and Zadar. Because Croats like to drive quickly, the route is also hazardous. I just wish it wasn't that bad. Tianmen Mountain 99 Bend Road, China. It should be no surprise that the nation that gave us one of the most thrilling skywalks in the world and high-altitude wooden walkways has also given us a road with many hairpin twists. The 7-mile-long Tianmen Mountain Road is hailed as one of the world's most scenic drives, but also one of the most hazardous. The route in central China's Tianmen Mountain National Park has 99 life-threatening hairpin curves. But that's not all. They're built at approximately 4,000 feet. On Tianmen Mountain, a route leads to Heaven's Gate, a portal to heaven. So if that comforts you, you travel along the road to heaven. The route becomes extremely dangerous in severe weather, with the possibility of earthquakes due to sheer falls and hairpin twists. All in all, this freeway in the sky that genuinely leads to heaven is highly hazardous. If you have the time, sign up for this private tour that takes you all the sights on Zhangjiajie Mountain, including Tianmen Mountain, Skywalk, and Glass Bridge. Thank you for watching!